I can't even look at this picture that big. It's a hard pass. All right, Cookie Monster is upset because somebody stole his fur and put it on a pillow at IKEA. If you have someone you don't like in your house and you want to torment them, get them the chair. Otherwise, I would just pass. Okay, as a designer, I think it's a blast to be able to have a limitless budget and to be able to just buy whatever I want. But most of the time there is a budget. And when there is a budget, IKEA is the ideal place to go when you want to create a sophisticated, elegant home. Today, we're going to be avoiding some of the worst items that you could be buying this season at IKEA. And instead, I'm going to be sharing with you the items that I would buy instead. So I hope you will enjoy today's video. Give it a big thumbs up and hit subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know in the comments if I'm just off, okay? Let me know in the comments if any of these items I'm avoiding are ones that you have bought or would buy in a heartbeat. Let me know how you would use them, because there's always someone that'll, obviously someone's buying it, right? Okay, so it's just not gonna be me. I'm gonna let you know what I would buy instead, and maybe you'll find that those items will be a good fit for you. Let me know how you're feeling about this. Let's jump in. All right, I loaded these things in my cart because I was like, I'm gonna forget all of their names. They always have these crazy names. Let's start with one of my favorite items, but it has come out in a color that I'm like, no, don't do it. And that is the Stow-N-Suh. For a 5x7, it's only 99 bucks. Okay, the price is great. And it does come in a different color, so they're giving it away already. I would buy this. I have recommended this rug before. I've actually bought this rug before in a different colorway, but the blue? No, don't buy it in blue. I have only ever once bought a dark rug and it did not last. I was like, oh, it'll hide dirt. Isn't that what we all think? It'll hide dirt. That is what the little green machine is. I will leave a link for my little steam cleaner that I bought off of Amazon. It's got like 50,000 five-star reviews. I've spilled everything on my white rugs and it takes everything out, okay? Do not buy a dark rug like that. Dark rugs just in general, just really, oh, you can see I like dark colors. I can't hide it. But that is just too dark. It really is just so heavy on the floor that I really don't recommend going with dark rugs like that. Buy it in the lighter tones. They've got a couple other shag style rugs that are really great. I've gotten one with like a salt and pepper kind of finish on it. Gorgeous. Their rugs, IKEA's rugs are actually really high quality. So I would not avoid the rug section. I would just avoid it in the blue. And let's be honest, the greenish color is probably not one I would go for. Is that green or gray? I wouldn't go for either of those. I'd go light. It really does help to lighten and brighten the room, and just use the steam cleaner when you need it. All right, let's see what we got next. Oh, and in that same vein, let's talk about the Tristoval curtains in the floral. I just wouldn't do it. Now, I know cottagecore has been super in, and I live in a modern cottage. I literally live in a cottage home. I'm not against cottages. I love the coziness. I've kept walls in my own house just so I can keep the cozy in. But that's just going to a place that I personally will not be going to. They look pretty thin. You can see the light through them in the photo, and I'm like, that's a no-go for me. I think actually I recommend these like every single time. So if you're new to the channel, you're gonna be like, oh wow, the Sinela, I never heard of that. And everyone else is gonna be like, let me guess, the Sinela curtain, they're really good. IKEA has great curtains, just not these. I'd pass. I can't even look at this picture that big. No. This is the Stow-N-Suh. They came out with it in a brighter blue. And I just personally just can't do that bright blue and yellow combination. And the color of that one, that's $119. Kind of expensive. expensive. I don't know. I personally have this weird thing that I just don't like round rugs. Again, one of these things that my regulars kind of know about me. It's weird. I don't know. It's round and then you put a round table on it and it's just like, I don't know. It's just too expected and it's too like shapes on top of each other and just like, I don't know. My mind is like, absolutely not. So personally, I'm gonna avoid this. I avoid all round rugs, which is really frustrating sometimes. If you have a round area, I go for instead the hides. Actually, IKEA is a really good place to shop for hides. I bought quite a few from them. Yeah, okay, next. All right, oh yeah, ooh, yeah. Okay, so they just call everything. Like it's just like dried or like faux flowers. Yeah, all their faux flowers are just called smuka. So this is the Protea orange brown set and I am like, ugh. Somebody asked recently, where's all my fall decor? And I'm like, if this is the option for fall decor, this is why I'd rather bring in like a cozy blanket. I'd rather bring in the velvet. I've got the fire going. I've got a candle going that smells like the woods. All of these things are really good ways of bringing in seasonal changes into your home. But for me, that is not one of them. It's a hard pass. I think I've already said before, I don't generally like dried flowers. I feel like they just kind of look kind of dead and kind of sad. I know I got some pushback on that and I completely understand. If you love them, go for them, but I am gonna be passing on that. I just went out today and clipped a little bit of like little branches off of my hydrangea bushes. You can see that they are starting to get a little bit of a brown shade in them. Can you see a little bit of the brown back here? Okay, so this is how I bring fall and foliage into my home, is that I wait. It's actually frustrating, actually, to be that patient, to wait for the trees to actually change and then clip things from the tree. But I have had the magnolias that I think are really good. If you're looking for something else, I just personally don't buy faux flowers in general. Moving right along. Let's check. Oh my gosh, what is this? Why? Okay, then they came out with the Toftlund. I'm telling you, Scandinavia is going all the color. I just can't deal with it. The green, like faux, like the Sherpa kind of throw rugs, the little fur rugs. Generally, I actually have owned a few of these, and actually when you buy them in the white, they're really pretty. In fact, I always had them like laying over the back of the sofa. I might have to do that again. That was really pretty. In the white, they look really good, and I'll just lay them over like backs of sofas. I'll put them over a chair. They're very Scandinavian. I did not ever do that before I moved to Scandinavia, and then all my friends had that, and I was like, oh, that is so pretty. I might have to give that a try. So if you're thinking about buying a throw that, you know, like a sheepskin throw, they do actually have the real ones. I don't think that this was no, this is not the real one. They're calling it a rug. Yeah, it's not. They have the real ones. At least they did before. I haven't looked in a little while because they last forever. Like they're long lasting. This is only $14.99. I would never buy that in the green. I would not buy that in the blue or the gray or the brown or the green. However, those two, like really, really light gray and the white naturally occurring in nature, I'm gonna go with those. Or just check out the ones that are real. I'll try to leave a link for the other ones if they still have them. Okay, next up we have the oaken sand. Okay, so again, a lot of my friends in Scandinavia had lamps like this in their corners. I owned a couple myself that were made the little paper. They're not durable enough. They're so delicate. It's kind of taking from that Japanese style, which I think is pretty. So if you like Japandi style, you might actually really like these lamps. But for me, I found that they were too delicate and we ended up putting holes in all of them. So I don't buy that kind of, I think that they're made of paper. It looks like it is. Sometimes they make those out of fabric, or sometimes they'll make them out of, let me see if I can see what it's made of. Yeah, I just, either way, it wouldn't actually matter. I just don't like buying that style lamp. Instead, you can kind of see, I like to have like a floor lamp that's a little bit more classic. I feel like it looks classic and elevated and kind of sophisticated and elegant, rather than something that looks kind of, it's just like a glowing orb in the corner. I found that I just preferred to have a downlight, kind of like what you're seeing, you know, right back here. So these are from Amazon. I'll link up a couple options from IKEA as well, and the Amazon ones. But for me, it's just a look that I found I didn't really like. It didn't feel elegant to me. It's modern, but it wasn't elegant. And so what I'm looking for is something that is elegant and modern. And so for me, it's a hard pass. But that's not the worst thing that they sell at IKEA. Yeah, the Flentemage, I don't know how to say it. I'm gonna leave the links for everything. Those curtains literally give me hollyhock, like I would say nightmares. Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's what I had growing up as a kid in the 80s. Hollyhock was so in. Does anybody else remember this? I know I'm dating myself, but I do not like that mustard color for curtains. I think that if you put those over the windows, it's gonna be very, it's too kitschy feeling. And it's like homey and like, again, back to cottagey, like, it's just not very elegant, and they're kind of thin looking. I just wouldn't do it. I'd look at the Sonela. Just skip these. Yeah, just skip them. Oh. All right, Cookie Monster is upset because somebody stole his fur and put it on a pillow at IKEA. I am referring to the Spock Sack Mall in blue for, oh, but just in case the blue is not your thing, it comes in green and it comes in yellow. Oh, like, no, not even in kids' bedroom. No, just literally nowhere. No. I would just not buy that. I would never buy that. I would never buy it. I was trying to think of some instance in which I would buy it and I'm like, it'd have to be like, I don't know, on something. I don't know. Like, there's no way I would buy that. It's just so creepy and like, ew. I don't want to touch it. I don't want to look at it. I don't like it. Oh my gosh, the pillow section at IKEA is absolutely amazing. Now, if you are new to my channel or if it's been a while since you've watched one of my videos, go check out the IKEA playlist because I recommend a pillow in every single video. Again, the Sonela, beautiful velvets, so soft and long lasting. I ended up putting so many of those into my clients' homes. At the moment, I just have the Amazon ones here, but I have bought those velvet pillows from IKEA many times. I still own some from literally like 20 years ago. They just hold up. They've got some really beautiful options, linens, cottons, beautiful solids. Get the insert that's down, but there's no realm in which I'm buying one that looks like Cookie Monster. No, nope. I would not buy that. I would just pass. Okay, next up we have the Upland in the gray beige stripe. Oh, you guys, okay. I just wouldn't do it. I just wouldn't do it. I remember in the 90s, we went through this stage before, the stripes like this. It's like old school Pottery Barn, all American, Cape Cod. I just would not, I've bought one patterned sofa in all of the years that I've been doing this. One, and I hated it and I swore I would never do it again. It didn't help that it was yellow with like blue flowers and eggplant little accents. Ooh, yeah, I just don't do, I just wouldn't do that. The rolled arms, the rolled arms, yeah, the striping, to me, it's like, is it metallic or is that just the picture? I just don't like it. It's really not pretty. That couch comes. Now, I'm not 100% opposed to the roll arm. The arms on like this sofa are actually slightly rounded, but generally I just avoid this style just in general. I think that IKEA has a lot of really pretty sofas that don't have the rounded arm. I don't think that it's come back yet. So I just personally wouldn't recommend that, but if you love it, I would just buy the sofa in one of the solid colors. Oh, now I have one that I would not do, and that, oh, they brought a chair back, which I had and got rid of. That is the Skull Boda. I actually found that one in a flea market in Copenhagen, and I was really excited about that chair. Brought it back with me here to the US. Thought, oh, I love, oh, it's vintage IKEA. Look, bring it back in my minuscule little shipping crate. Brought it back here. Never really had sat in it. Just use it more as sculptural, you know, because, you know, I was kind of into that, you know, like design that's just pretty to look at, but not really practical to actually sit on. And then one day I decided to go, and you can actually leave this outside. So I had mine outside in the backyard, and I sat on it to read a book. And afterwards, I only sat for like 15 or 20 minutes, and I could barely get up. And I mean, like, not like my knees don't work, but like literally my back completely froze up in this chair, and I could barely walk for a week. So the chair had to go. And when I saw that, I was like, whew, my back started to hurt just looking at it. So sometimes IKEA sells furniture that is pretty, it's sculptural, it's nice to look at, but you're never going to want to sit in this. And if you do, I tried putting pillows in it and there's no way to make that chair comfortable for anyone unless you just want to torture somebody. If you have someone you don't like in your house and you want to torment them, get them the chair. Otherwise, I would just pass. Okay, it's just not nice. It's not nice. I would not do that. I can't believe they brought that chair back. I was like, oh, I can't believe they brought the chair back. The Finala. Let's finish with the Finala. They came out with one of my favorite sofas. Love the sofa. I think it's actually really pretty. I love it in the like beige tone. They've got it in a gray. They've even got it in like a really dark charcoal. Really nice. But red? Nope. I've been there, I've done it. I can't even find photos of it. I did actually have a red sofa for a while. I learned that instead of, I love that like energy, right, that comes out of red. But for me, I found that I found better energy out of having like dark neutrals, like these charcoal colors and stuff. I found that this was a color palette I really felt energized in and never have tired of. Red, I got tired of the red. I got really tired of the red. It was just too much. It's just too much excitement for me. If you need a charge of excitement, you may want to check it out, but it's not just red, it's red plaid. No. I just wouldn't do it. Let me know if you guys would do it. I just wouldn't. That is out in lots of other really pretty colors, and I would highly recommend those. I don't even think that is the room gray that they put it in. It's like a light bluish gray with the red, and then the birch, and then the like beige cushions. I'm like, no, this is a hard pass for me. Just check it out in other colors because they really do have a lot of really nice things. So I'm gonna leave all the links for these items down below for you guys in the show notes. I hope you had a bit of fun, found a little bit of a laugh and a little bit of inspiration in today's video. You wanna hit subscribe and give it a thumbs up. Hang out with us here. We have these fun conversations all the time, and if I ever get time, we're gonna actually go to IKEA. It's just so fun to visit the store, but every now and then you get to see a lot more online because sometimes it doesn't even get to the store. So we'll see. But either way, I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope that you had a lot of fun, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye.